Good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, March, probably the 16th, maybe. I'm not sure what the day is. Don't get me lying. But anyway, just fixing up a little lunch here today. Cooking up some steaks. And it's kind of a chilly day because it's raining here, so I can't cook out on the grill like I intended to. Just getting these steaks started because I'm fixing to move over on my wood stove over there, and just to show you what you can do with just a king heater. And the reason that I like a king heater now to cook with, the king heater, let me check it for wood first, make sure I got enough in there. The king heater heats your house in the winter. It's a good stove. The only thing is, whenever you open the top lid up there, if you open the top load, whenever it's first starting out, the smoke will get out in the house bad if it's not drawn good. So to prevent that, what I do, I open the front door of it and load it if it needs to work. Load it through the front. This lets the smoke continue to go up the stack and out like it's supposed to. And as you can see, let me see if I can get this over here where you can see that. Just a second, I'll make some adjustments here. So I want you to see the front of my stove, but well, I'm just about too close to the wok, and I can't get it back enough. Just a second, we'll make it happen, so you can see the front of the stove on my king heater. All right, just a second. If I have to, I'll get it down there. There you go. Now you can see. Maybe I'm got the camera sideways, but right there is where I load it in the front of the stove. This stove loads two ways. Now that I've got me a fire going pretty good there, I'm gonna let it get going just a little bit more, burn a little bit longer, full draft, and then I'll see the heat going out that T up here. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but I'll raise it up. This function is normally not available. Hell, it's available if I say so. Anyway, this right here is the my smokestack for my chimney. It runs from the king heater here. As you can see, my king heater's right here for the house heater. Main heat of my house is wood, normally. I got to get out and cut some wood this year to get some in. But anyway, that goes over to the T. It's a stainless steel T-joint. It's supposed to be stainless steel. But anyway, it hooks it at 6 inches. It's a 6-inch pipe. And I've got probably, I don't know, probably about $100 tied up in this pipe, all down here. And then of course the stainless steel part of the triple wall safety pipe and box that goes through the ceiling. I'll try to get that up there where you can see it. Let me see. Yeah, right there's the box that goes through my ceiling. It's got fireproof 3 triple wall insulated pipe going up there that don't rust, and that is stainless steel up there, or galvanized rather. But whatever, it's made not to rust. This summer I will probably get up on the roof and get my chimney sweep out, and I'll clean that chimney good. That's the thing. Keeping your pipes clean and burning dead wood, as dry wood as you can, is always best, in my opinion. It's easier to get started. Like I just had dry wood here. I got it out of the bottom. It's nothing but old dead driftwood, basically. Comes out of creek bottoms. I got this off the roadside. I ain't gonna lie to you. It just came along, it was in the road, so I cut it up and throwed it on the truck and hauled it in so I'd have a little heat. And it does a dual-purpose thing. Watch this. I'm going to put my steak right over there and let it cook. Because this electric heat just ain't happening even, it ain't cooking even as I'd like. Shut that down, save electric heat. We already got a resource going right there using it, so I may as well do that. Now, let me turn the camera back down so you can see the top of my stove where I'm cooking. Right there it is. Well, I'll get my camera steady. Yeah, it's a little shaky because I moved it around some. But that's about as good as I can. I zoom in too much, and then I'm so close here, I don't have much room. Let me move the camera around over here and see if I can get a little farther back, and maybe you'll be able to see what I'm doing here a little better. I'm not a very good cameraman, never have been, don't claim to be, but I'm trying to get it where you can see what's going on. Now, I'm going to cut this damper down and put the heat in here instead of going out the stack altogether. Well, it'll still draw good now that I got it going. Now see how it smoked a little bit whenever I shut it down too tight? Because it was really roaring. Now it's back flowing against that burning smoke and stuff. Now these kind of stoves ain't going to burn their own smoke as efficient as a modern soapstone or maybe some of those high dollar stoves. However, this stove is not as expensive. You can get one of these for about $250 right now. And it's a king here. It's actually a shop stove heater. Now I got a concrete floor in here, and of course I ain't got no gas or nothing like that in here, nothing real flammable otherwise than cooking oil grease, you know, that's flammable. It's just about as bad as gas, I guess, but I'm pretty well up on top of things around here when I need it to protect my interests so I don't burn my house down or nothing like that. I'm all about safety, but I can't always agree with the cost that they charge the people nowadays. Some of the crap they is overbearing about. You know, poor folks couldn't afford no $25,000 or $3,000 stove and stove setups and stuff like they talk about. Not down here in Oklahoma. We're like Burr Rabbit. We're doing good just to survive. I'll tell you this, I don't have homeowners insurance. Well, one reason I can't afford it, main thing, not on total disability at this point in time. Not with all the debts that I have, the obligations to pay. I couldn't. The other thing was my father, he didn't believe in insurance. And I kind of think that he was right in some areas, but if you do lose your home, you got to build your own home out of your own pocket. And a house this size, I wouldn't be able to build back. Not 800 square feet. In fact, Mom's right next to me, less than 15, 20 steps to her back door. She's right there in the main homestead house. Now, if both cabins burn, if one cabin burns, chances are the other one would too. Because we're probably not 10 feet apart from each other. This was my grandfather's upholstery shop that I turned into a TV's cabin. Now, with that being said, the insurance issues are way out of line with their pricing. Just to get $20,000, I think it was quoted to me, it was going to cost me, I think they said $1,500 a year for $20,000 worth of insurance. Well, it might not sound like much to people that have that, but some of us don't have it. Now, I can build back a house or a cabin, a smaller cabin. It won't be as big as this one, but a cabin over here on my 2 lots, I could build us another cabin for probably about $3,000 to $4,000, a small cabin. But now, if you get into building an 800 square foot like this one is, you're looking at $35,000 to $40,000 to replace. And that's the reason I hope I never lose my home, for any reason. Tornadoes, storms, bombs, whatever, for you to care. But when I was talking about safety now, I keep a fire extinguisher right there. Right handy. I got a fire extinguisher right here in the kitchen just in case a fire should get out. I hope it never does, but with wood, I recommend having fire extinguisher handy, having that fire extinguisher checked yearly to be sure it's full, because sometimes they do leak off. They tell me they can. So, probably this spring I better take it down to the fire department and have it refilled, or find out where I can get it refilled and make sure that it is full. It feels like it's full. I've never used it yet, but I bought this one from Sam's. I don't remember what it cost me, but I thought it was worth it.